How do? Welcome to the new workshop. It's been a slow process. Obviously been doing house up and stuff as well, so I've got as much done as I can. Slowly now getting the inside to exactly where I want it. What I'll do is I'll give you a quick show about, and then I'll show you the upgrades that we've put on the heating system and all bits and bobs that we've done. So this is what I'd like to call the dirty side, because I'll be doing all the dusty stuff, all the weldy, smoky stuff in here, because I wanted to have a clean side and a dirty side, just because I didn't want to get my printers all covered in crap and stuff, but like they are anyway. But I've tried to keep a division in it. So here we have the lovely tool wall. We've got the welders, the drills, pliers, all bits and bobs that I need and have used for. This is the old heater, which you might remember from the last video, and this is going to be putting into a new project where I'm going to make just a diesel water heater on its own. So not for heating the room, it's just for heating like a hot tub. That is the next sort of plan. Plenty of plastic storage. Obviously massive telly on the wall, must have. This is another new little gadget that I will be doing a video on soon. It's a little CNC machine. It'll do wood and all sort of bits and bobs like that. So we do have a partition in between, a wall, and a very, very, very geeky thumbprint. And this is the clean side. So the clean side will be for all my 3D printers and all bits and bobs that I don't really want to get covered in crap. Computers, stuff obviously used to control the printers, and obviously a drum kit. But this is what you're here for. It's the new updated system for the heating, and I've now incorporated a central heating system. So it's the same as the previous video. If you haven't seen, jump back to that one and you'll be able to see how I made and designed this water heater. So what we've got our H-calorie Bluetooth heater. It's then blowing into a T-valve, which I made myself, and is connected to a water temperature sensor. So that will flick on and flick a valve, pushing the air over to these, which will then circulate the water around the system, get nice and hot, whilst still blowing hot air out the side and heating the room. Once it gets to a certain position, that automatic switch will close that valve, which will then push the air back in here and then back at the next door. So that water system is heating the water in here. As you can see, the pipe's going through and it goes down and heats the water in there. And this is connected to a boiler pump, and then that pushes the water down the pipes, round in the circulation. And then in the dirty side, down the back, we've got a nice little radiator here, and that just takes the chill off the room. So we have, obviously this is the controller for the heater. This is the water temperature heater, so it's basically a water temperature switch. Then we have the heat exchangers. So I've got two of them back to back, and that seems to heat the water pretty quickly. Well, I say pretty quickly, it seems to heat the water up efficiently. And then down the back we have air filter, and we have water pump, power supply, fuel pump, all the wiring, and then the exhaust goes outside and it goes to a marine fitting through the wall. So I've had temperature on it. None of the wood gets hot, none of it's dangerous, and these are designed for boats anyway. So before all you naysayers saying the wall's going to get hot, I've had it running for 6 hours and it doesn't. This is just the fuel tank from a diesel heater. And then we have just your standard boiler. And also on the days where I didn't want to have the water heater and everything going, or if I'm not going to be spending much time in both of them and I'm just going to be in the workshop for a bit, I've also invested in a nice new little H-calorie heater for just the dirty side. This is the little H-calorie Bluetooth system. I've stuck that vent on the front myself, that does not come with it, but it's an all-in-one box system. And then what I've done It's same again, I've used the marine coupling for the exhaust, which goes underneath there and goes straight outside. Fuel line I've put in down the back here. So I've added a filter on, and I've also added a fuel tap. And that all goes into the back. It's plugged directly into the mains. So I've got the power from there. Got the little fuel gauge on the front. When that starts to get low, I just put my hand down the back, turn the tap, and let it fill up. It's got a tank inside of the heater which you can fill up, but I have drilled into it and teed off to that fuel line, and then I do have a separate tank on the outside, so I don't have to keep opening the lid and filling it up with fuel. And this is the tank on the back. I went for the stainless steel one, and then obviously it just goes straight into the wall. So performance wise on the water heater and the radiator, it's slow to start with. Yes, it takes about a good hour for that water to get any temperature in it. After about an hour, you're looking at about 55-60 degrees. It's in no way it means fuel efficient. I'm not trying to be fuel efficient, I'm just trying to be warm. The air does heat both the rooms, and the radiator keeps warm as well. So it does keep a lot of heat, and it gets bloody warm in here, and it's lovely. This isn't a place that I spend all day in, it's a workshop where I get time to do the bits I want to do. So don't get me wrong, it's not absolutely hammering the diesel, but it does enough. So I'm happy with it, and that's all I care about. Is it loud? Yes. It's a little bit loud with the pump going and all the heat and everything going. It is loud. But most of the time I'm in this side, so that door is closed and it's not overly loud, so it's not too bad. But at the end of the day, I'm happy. It keeps warm. I've got plenty of space to do stuff. I'm starting to get my little workshop how I wanted it and what I want. So I'm a happy bunny. Right, so the next project, the next one is going to be including the old diesel heater and plenty of this. And I'm going to build a water heater that will use the hot air from here and the hot air from the exhaust to go through 2 stages of these to heat the hot tub. Basically, I'm going to have a diesel powered hot tub. So if that sort of project's your cup of tea, drop us a like and a subscribe, and keep it on the channel, and I'll be updating as much as I can now I've got everything how it is. And as usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.